Hey everyone, my name is Sam, and today I'll be talking about something that I really enjoy personally, and it kind of blends the worlds of calm and creativity and care, and that is aquariums or fish tanks. Um, at first, I think this might sound a little simple or kind of a silly topic, but there's actually some really fascinating science behind how aquariums affect our mental health. Um, you've probably noticed many hospitals, offices, various therapy centers have fish tanks. It's not just for looks, come to find out, um, but it's because they've been shown to help people relax, focus, and feel better overall. Um, I think about the last time you watched fish in an aquarium. Maybe it was in a waiting room, or maybe you know somebody who has an aquarium. Um, Everything in them seems a bit slower. Their world is a lot more flowy and smooth and calm. Um, Science has proven that actually observing that makes you feel calmer and quieter and maybe even more focused. And that peaceful response isn't random. It's a real psychological reaction. Research shows that watching fish actually triggers measurable changes in the body that reduce stress. Aquariums are much more than decoration. As I said, they have proven psychological and emotional benefits, lowering stress, inspiring creativity, promoting mindfulness by connecting us to small living things and ecosystems. Um, so, to that end, how does exactly a tank full of fish help calm the mind and support mental well being? Um, Number one, aquariums reduce stress and anxiety. One of the most well documented effects of aquariums is stress reduction. In one study, participants were shown three different tanks: an empty one with plants, and one filled with fish and plants, fully stocked. And it was the fully stocked aquarium that had the most significant impact, lowering heart rates up to 7%. I believe that was on the, oh yeah, there you go, up to 7%, and blood pressure dropped by about 4%. Um, so that's hard evidence. That's why aquariums are often found in high stress settings like hospital waiting rooms, um, dental offices, um, and like I said, many different, therapist offices, places where you may be experiencing some level of mental or emotional stress. They intentionally put those there to counteract those feelings. Um, it's like almost like a visual form of meditation where your body slows down just by observing something peaceful, even if you yourself haven't done anything differently. Um, so the next point here, aquariums spark creativity. Beyond their calming effect, aquariums also encourage creativity and self-expression. Um, I have three fish tanks in my home, and setting up a tank involves a lot. It involves designing an entire underwater environment almost. So you're choosing plants, you are arranging different decor and stones and hides for these fish, um, balancing a lot of colors and choosing what colors you like best and what complements the fish in them, selecting the fish that you like and that work well together and that can live side by side. Um, it is kind of an artistic process that engages both the creative and logical sides of the brain. So that kind of hands-on creativity provides a positive distraction from daily stress. You're not zoning out, but more focusing on something that's alive and dynamic and rewarding in a sense. It's similar to gardening or painting, I would think, where you are creating something beautiful while kind of relaxing your mind, shutting off a little bit. And it's something where you put this effort into it and can get something out of it. So, after all that being said, we know aquariums help reduce stress and boost creativity, but what about the emotional connection and routine that come with caring for them? The routine, I think, is really one of the biggest parts for me. So, this is the most powerful benefit of aquariums often comes from the care itself. So, feeding fish, cleaning the tanks, setting up a filtration system successfully. These repetitive, gentle tasks promote mindfulness. They require a sort of focus and consistency, which helps people slow down and stay present. Again, like I said, kind of like a form of meditation when you can just sit and watch and let it affect you. For individuals dealing with anxiety or depression, maintaining an aquarium can provide structure and purpose as well. I think there's something deeply grounding about caring for living things. And over time, that daily rhythm becomes calming and predictable, which can be really helpful for those who have high stress and anxiety. And also, not just calming and predictable, but also a little bit healing, I think. So, in summary, aquariums aren't just decorative pieces. They are living environments that lower stress, spark creativity, and encourage mindfulness. Watching fish can help us feel, I think, more centered, more calm, and connected. Especially, not just to the fish and to the kind of ecosystem that you've created, also not just to yourself, but if you have put in the work to set up this aquarium and this tank with somebody else, it's a really fun and engaging and connected way to kind of experience those things. So kind of I think my overall thesis here is that aquariums really help people reconnect with nature and with themselves, making them one of the simplest yet most effective ways to support mental health at home, but also at work or out in shared public spaces and businesses. And I think it's really effective. As I've said, I have one on my desk in front of me. I have some throughout my home, and can attest to the truthfulness of the effects that they can have when you really dedicate yourself to it. Thanks.